Hello traders, Lord Ray with HypedOnCrypto.com, your #1 source for cryptocurrency, technical analysis, and blockchain education. In this live stream, we're going to be doing what we do every day, taking a look at Bitcoin, all the alts, what kind of patterns are being developed right now, what part of the trend are we in. Let's go. Well, thanks so much for being here on this Thursday. Can we believe it? If you're in the States, you lucked out, had a short week, right? So that's why it's come upon us so quickly. But for everyone else in the world, you know, I know you've been working hard this week. So again, getting towards the end, getting towards week's end. So with Bitcoin, also near its week's end, seems like that rising wedge pattern's playing out pretty freaking nice. Shortly after we went off stream last night, we ran to the upside. Now we didn't quite hit the top of the wedge. That's okay. I still think we could possibly do that. But with that being said, look left. Previous candle body high close here. That's a big area of resistance that would be pretty crazy if we broke it. But you'd have to have candle body close highs, right? You couldn't just wick up and not close above this area. It's important you close above it. So, you know, with Bitcoin, if you're just tuning in or haven't been in the stream for a while, we've been in a downward sloping channel since the 5th of May. That's when it all started. The highest high hit around 10,000. Did hit 10,000 on Binance, but other exchanges not quite as lucky. So, with that being said, when we broke out of the rising wedge or the upward sloping flag, bear pole bear flag, broke down, formed a bearish cipher pattern, and then broke down from there again. Hit many measured moves, like almost all of them have been hit. The only one that didn't get hit was this bear pole bear flag, but it turned kind of into a pennant, and we almost made the measure move on the pennant. So we'll see how this plays out. I mean, if you get high enough, you could almost say we have another bearish cipher pattern, right? Got the wing here, X, A, B, C, D. I think we'd have to go a little higher though, because you'd have to have some. You'd have to have a much higher retracement. This isn't valid, I think, until you make much higher highs. And so I think even if we hit the top, I don't know if we'd even be considered a textbook bearish cipher pattern. Because it needs to be like between 67 and 78% of a retracement from the swing high to swing to wherever this top is. So it's something like, oops, wrong tool. And I don't even know if this is valid because we didn't go up high enough on our B. See, you almost went 38% is normally how high you need to go on your B. That's good on A to C, but again, you'd literally have to go up to like up here. I mean, like that's how high, you'd have to go much higher for any kind of bearish cipher. So we could break out of this downward sloping channel and not make higher highs than our previous highs, which would be way up here. You have to run all the way up, break and hold above it. So we could break out of this downward sloping channel and still have some sort of bearish cipher pattern for real. So yeah, just keep that in mind when we do, if we do break out. Don't get all euphoric because we could very well have developed a harmonic pattern that is very much bearish. Okay, that's it. Bearish divergence. Oh my God. We literally discussed all this stuff and how it would play out. Talked about bottoming out there, making a higher low, and then make higher highs on our price. And when we make higher highs on our price, we give ourselves Class A bearish divergence. Wham, bam, thank you, man. We did it, man. We freaking did it. The Wizard Jesus, man. So we'll see how this holds. Volume's dropping off as it should. Characteristic of a rising wedge pattern is the higher you get, the lower the volume. I mean, my God, look at that. You got bearish divergence and you have volume drop off when you're making higher highs. That's kind of weird. Or is it weird at all? No, it's not. Take a look at chat. Again, happy Thursday to all you fantastic folks around the world. Discover Yoga Retreats. Hello, good afternoon. What's up? Happened. That's right. What's up happened as well. Yes. Skyward, Ola, Anthony. What's up, man? Mo, it's in the house. Got APC and ONT on the list. Yeah, we'll look at it, Mo. Anything with a Pulse, please, Skyward. Yeah, man. Anything in the Pulse, we'll have to look at it, right? Markets change daily. A lot of coins out there. Anthony got OMG on the list. Got XLM on the list. One-man army. Knowles is on the list. Andrew V. Andrew 5. Chewy Orange. Hello, man. UK Wanker. Vince on the list. Wrecked is on the list. David. Crypto Cracker. Hello, man. HB, are you screwed? Nick Tom wants me to talk about BAT. Yeah, I mean, we looked at BAT. Wasn't looking very good at all. What's up, Mr. Singh, man? With all the stars. Throwing stars at me. Do they hurt? Are they full of plasma? What's up, Raphael, man? Welcome, Paris. Hello. K King. Knowles is doing great. Yeah, it's in that trend, right, K King? The trend is your friend. Our channels tell us what trend we're in. Coin Linked, what's up, man? Good to see you again. He usually wants me to get drunk. My goodness, man. It's 2 o'clock where I am in the day. 2 o'clock p.m. James Fournier. Nia looks like it's making a double bottom. Yeah, I know it hit the bottom, right? It hit that value area, but we don't know if that's the lowest low. We'll find out. I hate the fact that we're making just, you know, our lowest lows are our most previous low, which is never what you want to see. You normally want to be trading in trends, not in bearish trends. Double bottoms do not signify trend reversals. They just signify double bottoms and potential possible trades, but those trades can be very, very short-lived based on Fibonacci retracement. What's up, Sharon? Welcome. Well, Sharon, remember, I've said it before, any question that is not, the only dumb question is the question that is not asked, right? So, any question you ask will be smart. Hey, Josh Harris is here. Alan Martinez is here. Mr. Sven is here. Yeo, man, from the land of the Vikings. Alan wants Polly. Okay, put Polly on the list. We will analyze. Hey, it's Zero. He's in the house. Mr. Shelley. Where's the main net? Knowles is scamming people? Is that true? I don't know, man. Josh Harris wants me to look at RDD on the daily. Okay. What's up, Crypto Pillar? Maru Bazoo. He's gonna name his son or daughter Maru Bazoo, the legend of our time. Neither of those are on the list. List is already starting to get pretty freaking long. The mountain rises. ONT Kashlot's on the list. Derek Sherman, EOS on the list. Oh my god. What's up, Swiller? Why can't y'all just all like one coin? Why y'all all like all 1,700 coins, man? What's up? Jeff is the Jesus man in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to pay respect to the top Jesuses. We have to. Okay, that was for Jeff and all the Jesuses, man. Oh, Rolando wants Tronics. Wow, Tron Connect was definitely not requested until right now. It is way down on the list. That's crazy. Okay, let me get to charting. Got through chat. Yeah, y'all can just keep on shouting out coins. I've already got like more than half a page full of them. So it's going to be tough. Please bear with me. Be patient. That as we grow, it's going to become more and more difficult for me to get to all the coin requests. Because people like me engaging with the chat as well. So again, with Bitcoin still well within the parameters of the downward sloping channel, forming a rising wedge pattern, or have formed a rising wedge pattern with bearish divergence on the MACD histogram. Impending price action reversal is what this states. We could go up a little bit higher, of course. We could go much higher, and we just discussed what we need to do to get a bearish cipher pattern, which is to break out of this downward sloping channel to retrace about 78% of the way and then break down from there. It'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. Okay, well, let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum to Bitcoin. Alright, man, we hit the 618 again. Oh my god, we hit the 50 MA again. Are you kidding me, man? Is anyone here? Did anyone hear what I was talking about? What would not be surprising at all if we ran up to test the 618 again, to test the 50 MA, to test the top of the channel, the downward sloping channel, before breaking down. I think we're at critical levels here of resistance. Class C. It's actually, wow, Class A. Yes, Class A bearish divergence is going on Ethereum. You can barely see it. You double click and you can see it right there, man. That's freaking it. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. This thing's trend is downward. Okay, until we confirm a breakout above this downward sloping resistance area and the 50 MA and hold above it for hours and hours, we are scrubs. We are in a downtrend, okay? That's okay though. I mean, that makes sense, right? You had a 7-week uptrend. At some point, trends end. They're just like the seasons. They come to an end, come to a close. So with that being said, it seems like we're holding this upward sloping trend line here, but not much longer. This thing should be breaking down pretty soon, unless TA is contradicted. If the TA is contradicted, all right, really, really bullish, incredibly bullish, if that occurs. So we'll keep our eye on it. Just set an alert up in case we break to the upside, but the MACD tells us lower prices soon. The Fibonacci, sequence tells us lower prices soon. Us wicking off the 50 MA tells us lower prices soon. So just because we are hitting a common retracement before we break down, and we're hitting critical areas of resistance. So there you go. That's Ethereum. I'd like to say that these are incredible areas to go short. One could if they wanted to. These are the best areas of value for shorting. Just saying. Whatever. No, US dollar. That's right. Okay, doing exactly what we discussed right last night. Had that partial fall, we ran all the way back up to this area. So now all we need to do is break out of this downward sloping resistance and be good, be golden. We talked about the partial fall, and here we are. Back up here. Back up at critical areas of resistance. Alright? Descending, broadening wedge, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? Common retracements from the previous real swing high to swing low. Alright? 50%. There you go, all around. Have not been able to break that for real. I mean, you did a couple candles but got rejected almost immediately. So it's good that you're above the 20 and the 50. It's good that we had bullish divergence freaking everywhere. But now we are making, like Bitcoin, bearish divergence on our MACD histogram. You made a high on candle body close. You made a higher high on candle body closes right here. But when you made this higher high, you made lower levels of positive momentum. Impending price action reversal. You can get tired all you want of me saying it and explaining it every time, but I feel like every time I say it, somebody learns it a little bit better, okay? Alright. Don't get screwed. What's up with this music, man? I can't even hear it. Okay. Why is it like this? Good lord, man. Okay. So we're back. XRP, critical levels of resistance. Need to break to the upside on high volume. Need to break to the upside fast. Otherwise, you'll break down because of the MACD. We need to disregard that and make high histogram wicks. We're not getting it. This volume is killing us. The lack of volume is making it to where we have bearish divergence, okay? That's one of the factors in momentum. This volume, rate of change, and time. Okay? Okay. APPC for Mo. Mo is the early bird. He always gets his coin request first. Take note of Mo. Amazing. Freaking amazing. Okay, so huge levels of volume on a breakout. You look left, previous candle body high closes, you broke 46.81, held above it. You actually hooked off of it, great. Had a little bit of downward sloping consolidation. It wasn't much, but it still was there. Now, let's see, looking left, previous candle body high close here. A lot of wicks here. I feel like this, yeah, of course, you're using that as a resistance point. Yeah, got a little bit of bearish divergence. It's not as bad as Ripple and Bitcoin, but it's still there. But look, if you just keep making higher highs, though, you could possibly disregard it, but probably not. Yeah, man, probably not. And you got it on both oscillators too, right? You're making a higher high on price and than your previous candle body high close. And on this previous candle body high close, we had huge spikes in positive momentum and relative strength, and now we're making higher highs and we're making lower levels of positive momentum, lower levels of relative strength. That is impending price action reversal, get wrecked stuff, but that doesn't mean you're screwed. Okay, it doesn't completely mean you're screwed. You had a nice move up, and maybe we needed more consolidation than this. Okay, so hitting critical area up here, right? So yeah, man, talked about retracements from the swing low to swing high. We said the 382 was common, and I'm surprised we didn't get down there. We got close. We hit the 236, but again, you know, you haven't hit your common retracements. 382, 50%, 618. Thought we'd most certainly come down here at least making a bullish pattern, but we're not. We just broke down a little bit, ran to the upside, and just kind of making weird patterns, upward sloping pattern crap. So, and hitting critical resistance areas. Oh, this fib needs to be just a little bit more. I guess that's good right there. Alright, so it's weird. It's really weird. I mean, it's a lot of strength though. But again, you like retracing to proper levels so more buyers come in. Okay, you also do that because that's a form of resetting your oscillators completely to where you don't make higher highs and make bearish divergence. You're actually making lower highs with lower levels of positive momentum, and you'd be making lower highs down here than your previous highs, so you could reset and have plenty of fuel to run up again and not get bearish divergence. But when you break down like this and you don't retrace properly, you run up again immediately, make higher highs, and show bearish divergence. See, that's not the stuff you want to see. That's not how it goes. That's not how it's supposed to go, alright? But anyway, okay. That's it, man. That's APBC, a good buy-in area. Man, try to see if we can get a retracement of the 50%, 382 or 618. We're not doing that and showing bearish divergence. Volume's dropping off, making higher highs. Made a higher high with substantially lower levels of volume too. So, I mean, this thing could be coming down soon. At least just to test old areas of support. My God, why would you not even come down to test this area? This 4681 area that once was a resistance became support. Oh, you know, just saying. So, hard to say on APC. You know, you're up here floating along. Okay, so get some proper retracement. Don't show bearish divergence on both oscillators, and then we'll talk. And don't be at your highest highs, pretty much. ONT was next. Respecting the TA much? I do declare. How about that, man? Alright? What'd you do? You rejected the bearish breakout, broke back up into the sim triangle. When you broke down, you made a higher low than your previous low, bounced around for a while, held on top of these MAs, these faster scale MAs, the 20 and the 50, eventually just broke to the upside on pretty mediocre vol. I mean, look, you know, like up here, like in the higher than average volume for sure. Okay. But it's nice. I like seeing that volume. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, looking from back here, it's nothing. But, you know, just in the kind of the midterm, nice levels of volume. Had the bullish divergence. Remember bullish divergence on the MACD? And now we are running up, testing critical levels of resistance. Not only the downward sloping resistance line that is the top trend line of the symmetrical triangle, but also previous candle body high closes. Look right here and here. All right, that's also another area of resistance. So we're hitting multiple levels of adversity. All right, it's good to see. If you zoom out, ONT, nice upward sloping channel, nice trend you are in right now. You almost fell out, but that was okay. You survived. and now you're making higher prices, higher highs. But again, you cannot say we're out of the woods yet. You cannot say that just because we're wicking off a critical area of resistance. All right. We have many more areas of resistance looking left. All kinds of previous candle body high closes. All right, so you don't want to get exhausted here. Okay. Okay, man. So ONT still within the parameters of the sim triangle. That's it, man. Take a look at chat. How are y'all doing? How's everything going? Is everybody freaking out? There you go, CoinLink took care of XRP for you, man. What's up, Tomislav? Yeah, we put Neo on the list, man. Futures expire on the 6th of June. Oh my goodness, man. Everyone freak out. Hey, Rocksteady, BCH. Yeah, I mean, I can put it on the list, man. Long list. It's as big as your face now. Pretty much. Thanks, Lister, man. Thanks for being here, dude. All the support. You've been here for quite some time with the support, man. So I really do appreciate that. You believed when others didn't. Or didn't even know I existed. Whatever. The dang bankster says Michael Weston. That's right. Dang them. Dang them to heck. Oh my god. Chris K9 says, glad my wife can sell some of the 400 Beanie Babies we bought at an auction for pennies on the dollar. Boom, man. Boom. Alright, Bradford, man. Litecoin to Bitcoin. Calling a tweezer bottom. Double bottom. What's up, Stacking Stoner? He's stacking stones all day, every day. Clinton Turner says he thinks we need to talk about Litecoin. Why do we need to talk about Litecoin, Clinton? Give me an argument. Tell me why. What's the big deal? The list is long. That's right, B-Slice. Maddie702 Real Estate, the Jesus Man in the house. The Southwest Brother. Okay. There's ONT. Though you are back into your intermediate term trend, could be long term trend for now, just because of the short lifespan of this pattern on this chart. Doing fine, doing just fine, but have a lot of work to do. Okay, you'd set an alert up here. Guess we could do that. Whatever. We hear the beep. ONT going to the moon, man. OMG to US dollar. Okay, here's OMG. OMG, it finally made a higher low. Oh my god, but bullish divergence. Now it's making bearish divergence. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Is it really? Or is it not quite? Ah, it's not quite making bearish divergence. My god, you're close. If you close this candle body at this previous high or above it, you are making bearish divergence. Gross, man. So we'll make it white for now, but you are dangerously close to that bearish divergence. It could almost play out like that because it's so close. Goodness gracious, man. Impending price action reversal? Yeah, probably.
Josh H. tipped $10, making the crypto space a better and safer place. One stream at a time. Thanks, brother.
Hey, Josh H, man. Thanks so much for that $10 contribution. The real Jesus, man. Means freaking everything, dude. These day streams are normally pretty quiet, so I'm very grateful for that, man. Really appreciate you. Ongoing support from all of you means everything, and I can't grow. I can't do this without y'all. Our team cannot grow without y'all. So just remember that we're dependent on you for word of mouth reference. Like, hey, you know, who are we? Well, we're hyped on crypto. We're all a community and a team doing this together in this very, very new market. Okay, so with OMG, you're hitting areas of value down here, quite possibly, but you're showing some weakness at the resistance point. we hear a beep, we're breaking out of the downward sloping channel, which would be great. Would be fantastic. Okay, the alert's there. Okay, there you go. That's OMG. It's it made a higher low, but it's not really doing anything. The volume's completely terrible. I mean, there's just no volume. Okay, so XLM. And this one was doing pretty freaking well, right? It was no, that was the descending triangle. Did we break out of the descending triangle though? We did break out of it. Awesome, man. Look what happened as soon as we broke that downward sloping trend line. Off to the races. That's amazing, man. It's freaking amazing. Highest level of positive momentum we've seen since the 13th. So we're talking like over 2 weeks now. Previous candle body high close. Here and here. Okay, so you've got these two areas of resistance. You also have up here too, the 382. So we discussed targets if the breakout happened bullishly. Look what we'd be doing, 50% in the 618. Okay, we're making our way. Let's get a little bit of bullish consolidation and then break to the upside again on lots of volume. You notice how the volume's picked up so much. It's very interesting to see. I do like that. Do like that a lot. It all started with the bottom and then the double bottom, and then you break to the upside, make a higher low, and then you break out of the descending triangle. Okay, but you had 3 reaction lows, 3 reaction highs, and eventually just showed too much strength and broke out. You break out one way or another, you broke out to the upside. Didn't get any confirmation at all on this. You just completely ran. We're talking about 12 hours of just higher highs, higher lows. So it's cool. Glad to see it, man. Glad to see it. We know our targets. 4207, 4391. Awesome, man. Started out with a falling wedge pattern. Then we started seeing a descending triangle pattern within it. But again, all it is at the end of the day is a downward sloping resistance. And you can see that we did break out of the wedge momentarily. We broke right back down into it, disregarded it, broke out with no confirmation, and breaking out on no confirmation, and then hitting new areas of downward sloping resistance. They gave us a new trend line, and that's when we said descending triangle. So, amen. It is what it is. As Matt Beasley would say on Crypto News, I missed him today. I don't know. I wish he was live, man. It's always fun to hang out over there with the Wrench Gang, the Jesus Peoples, because the Jesus Peoples coming over. Everyone's the Jesus Peoples. Part of the Wrench Gang or Hyped on Crypto team. Okay, that's it. That's XLM. Congratulations. Awesome. Showing some life, man. Showing some life. Knowles and a bullish trend. Look at the pivot point. Look how we bounced. Falling wedge. Broke to the upside. Never really confirmed and broke down. Bounced off the bottom trend line of the wedge, weird enough. Fell below the 200 momentarily, then broke all the way back up. Volume pretty insignificant. Pretty insignificant volumes. Kind of dying off, but you at your highest levels of positive momentum you had seen since back on the 12th of May. Okay, we had bullish divergence with the pattern earlier before we broke to the upside. And we did it again, right? We had more bullish divergence, even more. From here to here. And look, fruits of the happening. You hit the bottom of a trend. Hit the bottom of the trend line, the 200 with the bullish divergence on your MACD. So that was nice to see some coinciding variables that gave us confidence this thing could be going to the upside. So here you go. Falling wedge measure moves pretty freaking large here. I mean, it's really nice. What would that be? Measure it. 14,383. Okay. There it is, man. There's your measure move of the falling wedge. We hit it. We're respecting the TA like crazy. 59,536 Satoshis. Right around overbought territory. We hit it actually, but most recently we've had a little bit of pullback. But we'll see if we can get maybe a bull flag going on, and then break to the upside again, make higher highs than our measured move. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Keep it up, Knowles. Keep being the Jesus man in these trying, troubling times for the crypto market. Yeah, sorry, Chiba, man. Bitcoin rising wedge. Oh my god, man. Is crypto the new age Oregon Trail, Stacking Stoner? David Coins, watching your show while at work. Keep up the good work on those charts, man. Hey, dude, David, man. Thanks so much for the support and tuning in from work, but don't let me get you distracted. It's the last thing I want is anyone to lose productivity because of me. There's Lando, the robot. He's in the house, man. He will get you with his robot hands and robot web. EOS received 100 million in investment capital. God. More, they got cash infused, man. To the moon. Glad they make money. Peace, power, and prosperity. That's right, Chicago Crypto Hustler. What's up, man? No, we have not looked at Tron. Tron's deep on the list. It's deep, man. So no one asked about it till we had a lot of other coins requested. So if you want Tronics, you know what you have to do. Scaro coming in with the Kappas. What's up? Issue Sing. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Okay, there you go. Knowles and ONT being the Jesus coins right now. Anyway. I mean, XLM's breaking out. Let's go to Vin. How's Vin been doing in its retracement journey? Okay, kind of like Ethereum in a way. Not really in terms of this thing's been going way harder, way faster than ETH. This thing's legged down multiple times. Multiple stair steps down. Okay, so looks like a definite sim triangle has formed at this point. We've retraced from the swing high to swing low 50% of the way again. We have a new pattern developed. It's not a very good pattern. It looks really weird, but you still have price contraction where you have a high and a low and a higher low. Then you have a high and then a lower high. Technically, so you don't have divergence yet, but pop up any, you're gonna get it. Hey, you broke out of the downward sloping channel, or also the wedge, right? Could be a wedge. I like it. Keep your eye on this for development, but understand, just because you break out of a downward sloping channel does not mean you've reversed the trend. Please understand that. Alright, what do you have to do if you want to reverse this trend? Well, first off, this downward sloping resistance is going to be real. It's confluent with the 50 MA. The 50 MA, what do we talk about? Between the 20 MA and the 50 MA, that is your equilibrium level for your candles, your candlesticks. And we are still within that. So we're still bearish until we break those areas, and then you have to run up and break previous candle body high closes. One looking like that 786 from our fib, our short-term fibs, and then the big one is the 49,975 right up here where we had our first plot point of our Fibonacci. Okay, so that's the big one. So you've got a long way to go. But just know, yeah, we kind of broke out, but on absolutely no volume at all. No one's playing this. It's just bot city for now. Just keep your eye on what's happened, what's going on with Vin, okay? Trends is still intact until we make higher highs than the previous candle body high closes. Okay, that's it. But with Vin, man, Vin with beautiful falling wedge. We hit our measure move on that. Then it all ended with a rising wedge. We called this rising wedge. You had plenty of signs. We shouted from the mountaintops. We, you know, bearish tornado warning. Please don't get wrecked. And we got wrecked and we hit the measure move. What do you want? What more do you freaking want? We almost hit the measure move from the bear pole bear flag combination. We got so close. So close. Sometimes you don't do that, and that shows strength. It's always good when you don't make the measure move. So that's Vin. Wreck coin got wrecked. Yes, it did. It sure did. Okay, this was still in a very well-established downward sloping channel. Okay, it all started with a huge sim triangle and had a false breakout, a 5% failed breakout, and since then it's just been utter devastation for this coin. It had so much promise, but just could not do it. Okay, so you have a little bit of hidden. Nope. It's close. It's very, very close. Yeah, you have minor forms, if you're being technical here, minor forms of hidden bullish divergence. It's weird. Not much. I mean, it's very slight, but look, you made a high here on candle body close. You made a technical lower high on candle body close, and you made higher levels of positive momentum. That is what we call hidden bullish divergence. Hey, Gaming with Tasha, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. You the real Jesus lady. If you got any questions about TA, hit us in the chat of the Discord. Thanks so much. So we're above the 20 right now, getting pretty close to the upper trend line of the downward sloping channel. And remember, we're still well below the 50 MA. You have to break and hold above the 50 MA for quite some time in order to not be a scrub coin. So understand kind of what's going on. All right. You're just making, you kind of had a higher low. Great. That's one good thing, a higher low. But you know, if Bitcoin tanks, you could almost assume the worst about this coin. What could happen next? We ran down and wicked off the 100% retracement from our candle body closes right here. We never saw that area again, but it might be temporary. But as you can see, looking left, this is it. There's not really anything else holding you up. No more supports, for real. Okay, so just know this is very important. Really need to break out, need to get some volume, need to start making higher highs, higher lows, unless you want the worst to happen. Have a nasty move down. Okay, man, but yeah, decent areas of value with some pretty low risk involved. But again, trading into a trend is never a good idea. This is just merely scalping. It could go much lower. Alright, just because we know what trend we're in right now, and that's bearish. If you zoom out, you can see clearly you move down, break to the upside, move down again. Alright, so see how it goes, man. See how it goes. It's not what you want to see. Gross. Let's go to Batman coin.
Bozu tipped $3.33. How about we hit a bread and breakfast this weekend? Just the two of us.
Bread and... what is bread and breakfast? Bread and breakfast? I've never heard of it, man. Does anyone know anything about bread and breakfast coin, man? Kappa? Hey, Maru Bazoo, man. Thanks so much for the $3.33. Repeating, of course, the Leroy Jenkins contribution. We did it, man. We killed all the dragons in Black Rock Depths or whatever. So with that coin, downward sloping channel, broke critical areas of support, an upward sloping support that was a trend. The trend has been broken. We came down, touched it like the Jesus man, broke to the upside, and then now making lower lows than our previous lows. One could almost try to claim that this is some sort of huge falling wedge pattern, but we don't really know yet. I mean, it's kind of arbitrary right now. You know, connecting this touch point to this touch point, and then this touch point to that. No way, man. No freaking way. No freaking way. I don't like it at all. So, you made a higher low. We discussed this last night on BAT. We said, hey, you made a higher low. That's always good. Always good to see higher lows. So yeah, we've run from there. Run up. But guess what's going on? Being a scrub coin, just because you make a higher low one time does not mean you're the Jesus man. Look what you did. You ran up. You technically made a higher candle body close than your previous candle body close. It was a higher high, technically. What'd you do? Lower highs on your positive momentum, always bad. Class A bearish divergence crap. Could almost say it's Class B, whatever. Class B, Class A, doesn't matter. It's still bad. It's still bearish stuff. Weak, showing lots of weakness. You know, though you did make a higher low, you did nothing coming up here, but just showed tons of weakness with no volume, like nothing, no fight at all, trying to make higher prices. So, but yeah, that's it, man. That's literally it. Okay, Batcoin, well-established downtrend until it's not. Good areas of value are down here. Wait, now it looks like you're holding one. You're holding off of a previous candle body high close right there. It's pretty decent. Remember, always look left when in doubt. For supports and resistances, look 1, 2, 3, 4 areas, right? Lots of support resistance here. So it looks like you fell below it, but now you're getting back above it. But you're barely above it right now. You disregarded it pretty hard too, multiple occasions. So that's it, man. Below the 6182, testing that 618 fib node as a resistance, it seems. So, blah, man, gross coin. Then we talked about, hey, it's just doing the same crap it was doing back here. Okay, same type of correction crap. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. See how far it goes. Things started getting better when you started making higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Broke out of a downward sloping resistance area. Look what happened when you broke out of that. See ya. That's that downward sloping resistance area is way over here. Alright? A long way to go before that. That's bad. Get Bruce Wayne. Take a look at chat real quick again. Been going somehow 47 minutes in this live stream. If you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Y'all the Jesus peoples. What's up, Scarrow? What's up, John Barry with the Viking emoji, man? Double Bart forming on Bitcoin 1 hour. What's up, Dorian? Carter? Alright, later, Michael, man. Have a good one. Juan wants to see G&T. G&T was doing well. What's up, Jerome? Millum? I'm ignoring new friend. See, there we go again, man. I don't know, man. Like, it's weird how it keeps coming on now, where people keep saying I'm ignoring them, but they don't have any idea that I'm having more and more issues.
William Jeffrey tipped $5. My favorite beanie baby, Mitch.
Hey, William Jeffrey, man. Thanks so much for the $5 contribution, dude. Oh yeah, let's go to B&B real quick, just because that was requested by Maru. Fantastic. Oh man, that's upward sloping stuff, exhaustion stuff. You run up like this, hitting critical areas of resistance just so happens to be near all-time highs. You can get wrecked, man. You'll correct. It's gonna be very hard to believe that we run up like this, test our all-time highs, and keep going. Normally you want to march up, higher highs, higher lows, and then get there coiled up, ready to go with price contraction, and then break out to the upside when you're not already overbought. You're 73 right now on your RSI, already overbought, man. Double topping with lower levels of positive momentum. Now, I guess we're making technically a lower candle body high close, but your wicks are still touching this area, so. Okay, man, so we saw areas of support. You break to the upside, you wicked off of this support area looking left, previous candle body high close here, and now we're testing this old candle body high close area way back from the 7th of April, testing that and having issues. And of course we're wicking off this previous all-time high candle body close way back on the 3rd of April, also with the 18th of May. So triple top stuff. Need to you don't go up, you don't upward sloping flag crap, especially at critical areas of resistance. You run to the upside, then you consolidate with a flag, 50%, 38% retracement, then break to the upside again. Nice levels of volume on the breakout of the sim triangle. Awesome. Freaking awesome. So that's it. Overbought, overextended. Need to come back down to earth for a little bit. It's going to be very, very difficult breaking these areas, I'm telling you. Very, very difficult. Yeah, that's it, man. There's your BNB Maru Bazoo, man. There you go. Broke out of a sim triangle like the Jesus man. Have I already talked about Litecoin, Clinton? No, I have not. It's on the list, though. Someone requested it, and yeah, we'll get to it. What's up, Mr. Kanatomo? Stacking Stoner hurt his back. Stacking Stoner, dude, don't do it. Use your legs, man. You screwed up really bad. You screwed up real bad. Thanks, Captain Geo, Bitcoin man. William Jeffrey says unicorn. William Jeffrey, what's your favorite? Is this your favorite Beanie Baby? No way, this is a Beanie Baby though, because it actually makes money. So now what was it again that you liked? I fear whatever you do, you're gonna be making bearish divergence. You double top, bearish divergence. You make higher highs, bearish divergence from this high to this high. So just be mindful of that. Same thing on your RSI. Okay. That's BNB. A huge ascending triangle. Will we just move this up like this, man? Talking like that? I mean, maybe. Possibly. That means we could fall really hard. It's hard to say, man. You know, you're making. I guess you could say that this at some point would be used as a support, okay? But it doesn't look very good, right? Yet. I mean, it doesn't look textbook. It doesn't look. You know, you came up here and chopped around, broke to the upside. So I mean, yeah, maybe it could be. Could be. If this thing breaks down, which it very well could with what we have going on, you're either double topping, you're either making a lower high than your previous high, which is bearish. You're either making bearish divergence while making a double top or a higher high. So all three scenarios, it's kind of like lose, lose, lose in the situation, because when you break to the upside like that, that shows exhaustion. A lot of traders exit their position when you make these tops. Okay, so yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, either way, again, if you come down like this and test this area, my God, it'd be an incredible level of value. Good eye, I guess, right? Right there, like that. That's what you're talking about. Just reading chat. Well, see, I can't. Look, this is a double bottom, Francisco. No, look, here's the thing about, remember, triangles and wedges, they're all just pauses and trends. They're normally not that large, okay? They're not like the size of half the chart, okay? So I understand what you're saying. You're like, hey, is it like this, man? Is this it? Or something? Like you're like, is that it? Let me just get rid of everything real quick. All the lines here, at least so I can see better. I can't even see. And you just be like this. Right, Francisco, is what you're talking about, man? Is what you're talking about? It's not too shabby, man. Not too shabby.
Marie Bozu tipped $3.34. Would it be better to start trading with BNB and accumulator instead, and forget BTC?
I like BNB. I like trading BNB, and I like holding BNB. So you're asking probably someone who's biased, right? But I don't know. I just like BNB because it has a business model. Okay, like look, you know, Bulkowski says invest, don't trade. But you know what he means by that is trade, but trade in good investments, right? And there's like really none on the crypto market. So the ones that actually have value, I love investing, trading, right? So it's like I'm trading something that has good intrinsic value at the same time as investing. So you can have long-term positions and short-term positions in the same thing. So yeah, I don't know, Francisco, man. I'm not. You could say we have reaction highs, right? It looks pretty freaking good, man. You have a fixed price on BNB right now. Okay, there's a sell wall that's preventing you from breaking above it. As you can see, this is our third reaction high. But this is kind of weird, right? This move up like that, it kind of makes it harder to say. I don't know, man. I don't think so with the way this is moving up. But it could be. We definitely do have some sort of upward sloping support. We also have a horizontal resistance area. You put those things together and it forms a triangle that is ascending. So, yeah, man. Right? Okay, that's BNB. We'll leave it like that, man. For you, Francisco. Pretty good eye, man. Pretty good eye. That's the stuff we're looking for, right? That outside the box thinking. That is what makes TA so nice. That's what the best TA have, the highest levels of creativity, man, that have the best vision to see things on the charts, okay? And then put those things together with things on the oscillators, MAs, whatever. So, oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your local on the 8s. We have 2 minutes till Bitcoin closes its 4-hour candle. Let's go to it right now. Currently, Bitcoin is $75.47 in a rising wedge pattern above the 50 and 20 MA, still within the downward sloping channel. So the trend is still intact, this bearish trend that is very large. Okay. So 50 seconds left on the 4-hour candle. What's up, Surf Miami Beach is in the house. Cheers, Miami Beach, man. Love the support, dude. Really do appreciate it. Cheers to you, Francisco, man. Cheers to you, dude. About 10 seconds left. Just wicking off this area of resistance, same resistance we've been seeing. Okay, had it up here too when we broke to the upside. We had that tweezer double bottom. I remember ran here and just couldn't break it. Can't break it again. New 4-hour candle is upon us. It is born. Bearish divergence is still very, very real here. You're making higher highs on your candle body closes than your previous highs. This high had nice spikes and positive momentum, and this high is making lower levels of positive momentum. So that's Class A bearish divergence, okay? Your RSI is below 60. It's not able to break above 60. You can see that. Anything above 60 is always bullish on the RSI. We happen to be below it, and we happen to have never been above it. We haven't been above 60 on the RSI since the 21st, since up here, when we made a rising wedge pattern. Oh my God, man. And we only hit 60, right? Do you see what I'm saying? The weakness? You can't get bullish, but you try, you get so freaking close. See, over here on this rising wedge, we got above the 50 MA. This one, we are above the 50 MA, right? Same thing. Look, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Okay, we can make another high up here. But hey, the bearish divergence says impending price action, reversal, bearish, right? So see the move down, touch this area. We can either run up one more time or then just break down from here, okay? That's it, man. That's freaking it. So you're local on the 8s. It's not going to be as extensive as the beginning of the show analysis, all right? Let's go to Ethereum. Look at that. Look at that weakness. Oh my God. Do you see this? Do you see how you wicked off the 618 and the 50 MA and the top of the channel? Stuff we discussed yesterday. Oh my God. Showing Class A bearish divergence. Literally, technically. Okay. Made a high here. Made higher candle body closes with lower levels of positive momentum. Here and here. Impending price action reversal while hitting the top of resistance areas, critical resistance areas, all kinds of resistances, okay? So look how you're holding and respecting the upward sloping trend line of the flag that you're in or whatever, the upward sloping channel or flag. Call it either thing, man. Yeah, dude, this thing is asking to lose value. This thing's asking to break down, okay? With all this failure. All the failure up here. All the bearish divergence. Okay. That's it. That's Ethereum. We looked at it already in the day. Let's go to XRP. Also is doing good things. But as we discussed on the 4-hour, bearish divergence just like Bitcoin. Just like Ethereum. Made a high, made a higher high with lower levels of positive momentum. Impending price action reversals. What we should get. Hitting the top of critical areas of resistance. This downward sloping trend line of the descending broadening wedge pattern. Alright. Need to seriously crank it up if you want to break to the upside. But if you just do this crap, easily could see it down here. Okay. Not much change though. 4-hour candle closed and you closed below areas of resistance. Okay. Anthony, I don't think he broadcasted today. I was waiting for it too. A leading wave diagonal. I don't know, man. I deal with fractals. It's my TA, man. Cheers, Surf Miami Beach, man. Well, I'm glad you found me, and that's my goal, to at least, you know, try to give you the health of the market every day. And, you know, without y'all, I can't do that, right? And that's why we have a Patreon. That is exactly why we have our Patreon set up. So, I can keep providing you with this service. If you do join our Patreon, you're saying, hey, you know what, Ray? I support you, and I want you to keep doing what you do every day. I want you to keep going live twice a day, 3 Eastern and 11 Eastern, and keep telling us what's going on with this market. Keep showing us and educating us while you're showing us the health of the market. And also taking requests of our coins, right? That's what you're doing when you join our Patreon. Heavily dependent on you, the viewer. Not only for that, but also for spreading the word about us. Word of mouth is the best advertising. Okay, so we'll see how this plays out. You double topped. Definitely double topped on the 4-hour right here. Definitely, I think this was a swing high. Okay. Let's go to NEO. NEO's next. Hey, nice breakout, man. Nice little breakout. Falling wedge pattern. You broke it. Awesome, man. You actually showed some strength. Nice. You're not showing bearish divergence. Great. Making technical higher highs on price. You're actually right there. Let's see. Yeah, you made a higher high on price than your previous candle body high close, and you made higher levels of positive momentum. Great stuff, but still, you're 56 on the RSI, so you're still kind of neutral. All right, but awesome to see this breakout of this falling wedge here. But remember, this was the lowest low of the entire correction. The correction that's been going on since the 5th of May. No, the 30th of April. It broke down before Bitcoin did, it seems. So, but if this trade plays out, we could just say measured move maybe. 662 sats from the breakout of the wedge. And put you right around this area right here. There you go, man. That's the measure move of the wedge. See, we hit it. 7,641 right there. Cheers, Surf Miami Beach, man. So glad you joined our team and you giving us your support, man. It means everything. Brendan, someone informed you that I'm placing POE on the look on the 8s. All in, man. All in. Poe coin. Edgar Allan Poe coin. Hidden edgeless coin. They're like, is edgeless a fork of Poe, man? What happened, Scott Harris? Closest to your previous. What happened? What does that mean, man? There you go, Neo. Breakout. Breakout with no divergence yet. All right. Greater context of the situation. We had a absolutely disgusting Head and Shoulders crap up here. We had a, it's an exhibit meme. It's like a Head and Shoulders, yo dog. I know you like Head and Shoulders, so we put an actual Head and Shoulders to be the right shoulder of the Head and Shoulders. Get wrecked. Complete obliteration. The bearish hurricane party, we just kept selling off, and we finally hit a bottom. High levels of volume with large candle bodies. Broke to the upside, broke down again, but when we broke down this time, we made higher lows, or double bottomed really on candle body closes, and then from there we had a nice altcoin spring that then became, with a very, very short-lived summer, and then fall has come. Autumn is already here. Okay, but let's see if we can turn things around, hitting this area again, a great area of value. Okay, but we have a lot of stuff we have to do before we say we're bullish again. Okay, before we say the trend is good, but this could just be a trade. I'd love us to hit the trade, the 7641 area. Okay. Did we get any confirmation though? I don't think so. Not on the 4 hour. We can look at the 1 hour, see if we got a break it can go or something. No real break it can go, but adding those two candles together gives you a bullish engulfing with candlestick math. The 1 hour is showing bearish divergence. Do you see it? You got your lower levels of positive momentum making higher highs. So above all 3 EMAs on the hourly. That's great. Great to see that. Okay, man. Let's see if we can hit our target up here at the falling wedge breakout. Okay, that's Neo. Polly also broke out, had a pumpy dumpy. Oh, look what it did. That's hilarious, man. Just move this up, and you'll see what did it do. Back tested the area it broke out of bearishly. Remember the trend it was in? Went up, wicked off of it, and broke down. That's crazy, man. Freaking crazy. So that being said, though, the downward sloping channel, this short-term trend got broken, made consecutive higher highs, higher lows, but now you're retracing, you're breaking down. But how are you breaking down? You're contrasting the move, or you moved up, and you kind of lost all your gains too. So about to test that 200 MA again. You don't have a death cross, but you'll be fast approaching if you can't hold above this 200 MA on the 4 hour. chart. So it all started with this channel, with this trend, then broke to the upside, and now it's out of that and just in between different trends. Pretty crazy, man. Pretty freaking crazy. Okay, so great to see that. Great to see, man. Well, let's see if this is the swing low. If it is, then we can draw a new channel. We can get rid of this one and just chart a new channel, okay, and see how well that holds up. But we just need some more proof that this is a swing low, in fact. All right, man. We just don't know yet if this is the swing low. Nice poly, man. Nice. Weird pumpy dump stuff. Nice volume on the pumpy dump. Telegram, probably. Cheers, Thomas Lob, man. Thanks for all your support, man. Hey, Bundy Gandhi wants TRX. Yeah, it's on the list, man. We're getting there. We're getting there. Clinton, nah. Litecoin soon, though. I guess we can just go to Litecoin next. Doesn't matter. Remember, Swiller, shill is bad. Shill is it's a negative denotation, not just a connotation, Swiller. The denotation is you're peddling a scheme or a scam. That is what shilling means. So remember, don't use that word erroneously, because it actually has a negative denotation. Let's just go to Litecoin, whatever. So Litecoin, unlike Bitcoin, has broken out of a downward sloping channel, but it has yet to make higher highs. It has yet to do that. You almost say you're making a wedge or something. But we just didn't mess with it. Look how you're, oh my goodness, look how you're wicking off using that area as resistance, that upward sloping trend line, right? Look left. You can see upward sloping support, right? What is that? Huge sim triangle. Huge sim triangle on Litecoin, right? So yes, we did break out of the downward sloping channel, but we're not making higher highs yet. We're actually still below this upward sloping trend line. That is a critical area. It was a critical area of support. It's now being used as resistance. Really bad. So okay, so making a higher low than your previous low. Fortunately, since you're making a lower high, you're not making bearish divergence. But if you start making higher highs and you have this level of positive momentum, you will be making bearish divergence. Okay, so yeah, lots of price contraction could go either way at this point. Okay, this is highly dependent on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin shoots up, this is going with it. If Bitcoin breaks down, this thing's going with it. Okay. Okay, man. That's it. Broke out of a wedge. Whatever. Wedgie wedge.
One Youth Shorting Army tipped $6.25 because of your teachings. My investments have remained intact during these turbulent times. Thank you, Sir Mitch. What more do you want? Smirking face.
Smirking face. One Man Army, dude. Thanks so much, man, for the $6.25. I really do appreciate you, man. It means everything. And you know, you're one of the first, man. One of the first people that has been there and has continued showing your support over these months, these crazy months that have changed my life. And hopefully I've been able to, at least in some way, change your life positively. Okay? So thanks so much, dude. Really do appreciate that $6.25, man. You the Jesus, man. Brendan, you know what university I studied at? Kanon JP, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. The Jesus Man, thanks, dude. Humpy Math Voltaire. What's up, dude? The Voltaire Jesus, man. You noticed lately on Reddit in cryptocurrency, when people ask for TA resources, this channel gets referenced? Really? Seriously, man? That's awesome. That's a pretty large subreddit, man. Hopefully we can start getting on Bitcoin, too. Thanks, Mohammed. You the Jesus, man. Nope, bless you, dude, for all your support, man. Being here every day, showing it. So, Bullable Guy's here, man. He made it. So, I got my degrees, believe it or not, and I went there for broadcasting. I went to college for broadcasting, then switched to business, then took a bunch of business classes, then switched back to broadcasting, and so telecommunications and film and communications. So I had a mixed bag of stuff that I learned. So I took, you know, like advanced economics and all that, but also ended up getting my degrees. Yeah, broadcasting and you know, focus in management though, with that, with my double major. Any chance I could talk a little about Steam, Tristan? Yeah, man, I can put it on the list, man. List just sucks. It's literally larger than your face, and I'm gonna keep saying that when the list literally gets that large, or you could put a piece of paper up to your face and be like, hey, man, this is literally bigger than my face. I'm gonna say it. No exaggerations. Can I zoom in more on Litecoin, Clinton? Of course. I'm zoomed in, man. I'm zoomed in. Okay. I mean, you could just say maybe downward sloping flag, but the touch points aren't as strong as Bitcoin's, where the wedge, right? I mean, you could almost say it is doing the same thing as Bitcoin in a way, but it's almost arbitrary using this because there's not near as many touch points. Okay, there's only like one touch point, whereas Bitcoin, there's freaking 3 right there. It makes it much easier to make that decision. But either way, we'll see how this is respected either way. Okay. It's not very strong of a pattern, but it at least gives you some scope of vision, I guess, right? How it's going. Because remember, this thing follows Bitcoin to a T. That's right, Brendan. Now I'm here, man. Now I'm freaking here. What is the yellow line? That is the 20 simple moving average, Clinton. Simple moving average. The 50 is the pink. 50 simple moving average. Yeah, no volume at all. Cheers, Tristan, man. Cheers, dude. Okay, let's RDD.
John EG tipped $6.18. I'm a member of Patreon and Crypto Illuminati, so I'll call Satoshi to give us an uptrend.
Dude, I know you will, John EG. John EGQ. Dude, thanks so much for the Fibonacci contribution, man. That's $6.18, the 61.8% retracement. John, man, you too, dude. You've been around for a long time, and you're one of the, you know, newest, you know, oldest supporters, I guess you could say. So, dude, man, I really appreciate the ongoing support that you keep giving. I don't see you chat too much, but man, I know you're there, so I really appreciate it. And we're gonna keep growing together, okay, John? Thanks so much, dude. Means everything. One-man army. The best word to use is advocate. You would be advocating for us, right? RDD on the daily. We were very, very close to our target. Were we not? Very, very close. So looking at it on the daily, yeah, you had the bullish divergence. Now you don't really have it anymore, but your negative momentum is, in fact, completely drying up. You're losing more and more of it every day. So that's good. It keeps losing steam. Your selling pressure. Your volume's completely dropping off here. From... Sweet, let's do... just get rid of this. I mean, I guess we had a measured move and hit the measured move. Just didn't hit the 50%. It's awesome, man. The wedge measured move from here was here. We hit the measured move. That was the highest we went. We almost hit that 50%. So we had our targets, but now we need to look and see how far we've retraced from the bottom. Swing low to swing high. 618, hit that 618 like the Jesus man on the daily. Alright. Not getting any form of bullish divergence on the RSI. You keep making lower prices and making lower levels of relative strength until you make a higher low, it seems, and you're making higher levels of relative strength, just doing business as usual down here. But here, yeah, we had bullish divergence, and we broke the upside, but we're below the 20 and the 50 on the, you know, 1 day, and, you know, the 200-day moving average and the 20 and the 50-day moving average, below those, and we're above the 200. You notice how right here when we hit our bottom, we double bottomed off the 200-day moving average way back on the 16th and the 2nd of April. So yeah, not ever good being below these moving averages. A lot of times when you fall below these and stay below these, you do then want to run to your 200-day moving average to test it again. So we'll see how it goes. What are you thinking on the daily, whoever asked about it, if you're there? Yeah, pretty much Clinton for now, yes. I mean, what do you think, Clinton? Litecoin. It is a fork of Bitcoin. It doesn't make any money. It doesn't bring in revenue. It doesn't provide. It provides a service and good for somebody transferring money over. They're using it over Bitcoin. That's nice, but fact remains that they had that LightPay fail, and that's it, man. It failed, and they're not doing it. You have leadership. The main guy, he left. Charlie Lee left Litecoin. Okay, so that's not really good stuff. You know, those aren't good positive things about Litecoin. So, like, what would be the reason for it to go up if you don't have revenue to fall back on? You only have news, hype, marketing, and developments in whatever you're doing. You know, implementing your blockchain technology to the world, and you're not doing that. You're falling backwards on that. So, it makes sense that it would be doing crap. Well, no. Crypto Talk, I'm not saying like it's done nothing. Sure, it's of course gone on a meteoric run, but as of recent, since, you know, 6 months ago, it has done nothing. It's made lower prices. Right? It ran up on Valentine's Day. That was about it. Then since Valentine's Day, it's been terrible. Hasn't really done anything. You know, some trades and stuff, but we're just saying, you know, getting in before the Great FOMO, you're in the green on like all crypto. But if you got in after the Great FOMO, well, you know, you're screwed. There we go, Brendan. Advocate. Of course, it's better than $4. Yes, it is. And again, you could have picked any crypto before the Great FOMO and been in it, and you're still making money. Classified, not sure, man. I'm sure someone in Mission Control will tell you. He just doesn't own Litecoin. Okay, is that what it is? Okay. I thought he was just, he like, didn't want to. Okay, that makes sense. It generates coins and charges transaction fees. This can be considered revenue. Okay, well, can I see a balance sheet? Can I see how much, transparently, how much they're making per quarter? If that's the case, let me see it. And why is there no such thing as earnings? Why is there not a quarterly earnings? That's what I want to know. As someone who's going to be putting my money into something, I need to see what it's doing financially. Okay, so if it makes money, I got to see financials. Except BNB, Crypto Talk, except BNB. Crypto Farmer made it. He did it, man. Okay, Honoru. Well, agree to disagree, man. Agree to disagree. Let's go to ADA. It's next on the list. continuing to move up. My God, no consolidation for ye, right? And you have huge spikes in volume, starting to show that bearish divergence finally. About time, right? About freaking time. So that's just not proper enough consolidation, but hey, take what you can get, man. Take what you can get. I can't. Well, hey, look, the people with billions upon billions of dollars on our route, they think the same way, I think. And that's why we have a $300 billion market cap right now. So, because BNB provides a service and good that help people all over the world, Tristan. Every time a transaction happens on their exchange, they make money. That is intrinsically valued. Every time Charlie Lee opens his mouth, Litecoin drops 5%. Sounds like Justin Sun. Oh, there's Gary in the house. Well, of course it wouldn't be doing anything, right? It's still a made-up coin that a company... That's like saying if the Binance exchange didn't exist, BNB would... That's like the chicken and the egg thing, right? Well, so if BNB wasn't doing anything, the Binance exchange wouldn't exist. I could just flip it around, Crypto Talk, right, and say the same thing. It's a made-up coin that a company controls, the printing of a token. Yet that is blockchain security that you use in exchange, and it actually does something. What's up, KWC 100 in the house? What do we... On this one, you broke to the upside. Targets, though, hard to say because the wedge, though, it's so difficult because this should have gone higher. So fibbing's tough here. But look, this is what we really did. If you swing low to swing high of the run, you retraced over 62% of the way. You went about 66%, and then hit looking left a previous candle body high close, and that was a pivot point, broke to the upside. When you broke to the upside, you broke a downward slipping trend. You look left, you broke a previous candle body high close, though it's not that big of a deal. You're approaching another one. You're approaching that 3043 area, also going to be used as a critical level of resistance. You're going to be pretty freaking exhausted by the time you get there. So that's going to be telling, should expect some pullback there, if anything, just based on our oscillator and us being overbought. Aren't I missing a fundamental concept about blockchain? Every time a transaction is made on a blockchain, a fee is charged. You don't see my logic? Okay. Alright, man. So I need to know as a coin holder why I should hold a certain coin. If it's arbitrary and most of these coins are pieces of paper that are concepts that are just being traded, they don't provide any kind of service or good. Okay? Most, like 95 plus 98% of coins are nothing. They're concepts. It's like the dot-com bubble all over again. People are investing millions upon millions of dollars into these coins to do something. They're investing in the hopes that the leadership will somehow monetize it and start generating money. So then they can start seeing the money and start reaping benefits and gains from that. So all these coins are just donations. They're getting donations from venture capitalists, hoping that the leadership will do the right thing and make them money. It's just like the dot-com bubble all over again. Seriously. Okay, that's 88. Awesome breakout. Freaking nice, but approaching critical areas of resistance. Need to... it's going to be tough to break that with how extended you are, with how tired you're going to be hitting these critical areas. You get exhausted running up like that without proper consolidation. You got no proper consolidation, and you're showing bearish divergence. So pullback's coming probably at this area. That's okay. If we could just somehow make a bull flag or something, that'd be great. KSADA, EOS. Geez, man, this thing is doing nothing. I feel like for days now we've just been, it's the same chart, it's like frozen, doing nothing. Okay, so as we discussed last night and yesterday and the day before, it all started on the 18th of March, nice run up, then legged up, FOMO came in, got too high too fast, and corrected for literally a month. When we corrected, we found a support here, kind of just random, but it was right around that area of the upward sloping trend that we're in. Okay, from there we broke out of the downward sloping channel, or the wedge, the falling wedge pattern you could call it, and since then we've just been literally chopping, doing nothing. Showed bearish divergence, broke down, respected that. Now we're moving up again, making higher lows and losing all our negative momentum, but now we're actually showing some positive momentum on the histogram, and it's almost inexistent at this time. So very hard to say, but if you keep making higher lows, eventually the sell wall will lift and you'll break to the upside. But you got to get above the 200 MA at some point. You got to get above these resistance areas, because if you keep testing and failing, I'm telling you, you keep testing, you're gonna break down. The money made in transaction is just for the miners. As a token holder, you get nothing. Well, that's, you know, there you go, man. EOS looks like no, Millum, not at all. EOS has been in an upward trend for months now. EOS looks 10 times better than Litecoin. So Gandalf's in the house, man. He did it, dude. He did it. Yeah, is that right, man? I had a nice day. Oh, well, I hope you made money on it, KWC, if that's the case. What are the thoughts for Tron tomorrow? I'm sure, man. We're about to go to that. It's the next coin we're going to look at. So, Sephiroth, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch, the Jesus Man. There's literally no way of knowing, Captain Geo. I'll tell you this, though. These things snowball, right? So if Binance is in exchange making money now, while most of the other things aren't making money at all, those a lot of the times come out on top. But again, it's very far away and nebulous to say. It's speculative to say which coin will survive. It may not even exist yet, right? That's how far off we are. We're in very, very infantile stages of this market. Very, very infantile. Hey, Alt Prime, thanks so much for the sub, or excuse me, the follow on Twitch, the Jesus Man. They're the same thing, DCR. I don't even know why we have it on there. I think we have to have it on there, DCR, because it's the only way. Because I think when June 30th happens, you're not going to be $85 anymore. It's a early starter pack or whatever.
Anonymous tipped $5. Gary O'Connell here. I just want to see you smile.
Hey, Gary O'Connell, who's also anonymous. Thanks so much, dude, for the $5 contribution, man. Hey, you got friggin' Sephiroth over there hitting the sub button, man. I accidentally said thanks for the sub, but I was like, oops, the follower. But now I can say, Sephiroth, man, thanks so much, dude, for the sub on Twitch. Now you get the Viking emoji over there, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Really do appreciate that, dude. You Jesus, man. Can we have a beanie baby bonfire? Say that 5 times fast. It's the BBB. I don't understand the fundamentals. Okay, Honoru, that's great, man. Well, you understand you don't have to be here, right? You know this is a TA channel. You know I came from the stock market, made a ton of money in the stock market, very successful in a different market, and this is new to everybody, okay? So, you know, most of the time, what you normally say is negative in this channel, man. So, you know, shouldn't even be regarding you right now. So I'm here trying to help people, and you're in here trying to nitpick with me about things, thinking that you know what you're talking about more than me or something. Okay, I get it, man. Great, you're so smart, Honorary. You're so freaking smart. Don't know why you keep showing up if you keep disagreeing with me. It just doesn't make sense. There's plenty of shows out there where people will talk to you all day about how beautiful these coins are in this unregulated 24/7 market. There's plenty of people to talk to, dude. Okay, so that's EOS. Break this area of resistance or you're screwed. Now we can go to Tronics. It's finally here, man. We are 1 hour and 36 minutes into this stream, and Tronics is finally here. Oh, just barely holding on, man. Just friggin' barely holding on. Okay, so crazy though. We wicked down. Yeah, I guess we never hit the alert because we plotted this alert after the wick. So we're still somehow barely holding on, but man, here comes the death cross. The death cross is very close. What's up, drama? What's up, man? Give me a sec. All right. Trunk and eggs. That's right, Swiller. That's right, man. That's right, Mo. That's right, man. God forbid I try to come on stream and do this for free, 4 hours a day, and, you know, take my experience that made me successful in the stock market and apply it to the charts here, and then discuss the difference between the stock market and this crypto Beanie Baby market. Yeah, man, argue with a guy trying to help people. Oh my God, it's the best, most productive thing ever. It's like, what, he could be doing something else with his life. Like, who does that? Who comes in and argues in a stream chat? It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Everyone says it. Odious Alpha. Odious. Every 6th of the month, Bitcoin makes a reversal. Yep. I know, man, correlation doesn't mean causation. It'll be interesting to see. We know that with that in mind, we're just going to look at it, right? We're just going to watch and see how it happens, okay? So currently on Bitcoin, it's that rising wedge still. The 6th, we've got another week. Probably stacking Beanie Babies. Probably lost a lot of money, too. That's right. We forced you to show up, Scaro. Yep, it's Benito 2.0. That's right, Vintage. Vintage said, I stopped with fundamentals and switched to TA when the Lightning Network and SegWit were integrated in Bitcoin and the price still went to 6K. Exactly. If you're in a trend, you get wrecked. The trends don't just magically end. Now, news can drive the trend, and that's why you look at the charts. But if it's unaffected, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right, Tone. Well, it all started out, you know, kind of like, I don't know, man. He was just always had issues. So he's always like, "What's wrong with you? What's your problem?" It's like, dude, we're just kidding. But you know, some people are like, they have like things loose in their minds, and you can't like argue with it exactly. That's right, Brad. That's right. We don't have to agree on everything. But you don't have to be like rude and say, oh, you don't understand the fundamentals, man. Yes, I truly do understand the fundamentals. And it's like it's some kid on Twitch versus people with billions upon billions of dollars that understand it the same way I do. I look at the things the way a lot of billionaires look at it. And that's why they're not in this market yet. Oh, but nah, man, nah, they don't know anything. You don't know anything. I know everything. I'm some kid on Twitch. Like, okay, man, you're smart. You're smarter than billionaires. Got it. That's right, the flashy stuff, the Coach Riley, Mighty Ducks mascot, they see that, man. Can you expect someone to triple their money on crypto if they invested $400 last week? Only if it was the great FOMO of our time. It was a 2-month long period that ended. Hugs are optional. That's right, Anthony. That's right. Gary O'Connell, do you have any more Bitcoin girls? Do you think the massive Bitcoin manipulation going on right now can truly reverse the bear trend? Manipulation as in like really, really low volume and just bots? Gonna be kings, man. Yeah, I don't understand the fundamentals, man. Bitcoin to 100K, Bitcoin to 50K, man. We're going, dude. Hey, Ratchet News Boss. Thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. The cartel, man. That's right, Voltaire. You're going 1 hour and 42 minutes now. Might call it a little early, whatever. These day streams, man, I tell you, they get more and more annoying the more we grow. Okay, so TRX barely holding on. If you don't hold here, it's gonna be bad. I think, you know, you could come down to 752, test that. If you can't hold that, I mean, just think about it though. We haven't been below the 200 moving average on the 4 hour since the 20th of March. Think about that. That is pretty telling when you're below that area pretty hard now. There's pretty much no way you're gonna not make a death cross. Even if you move up a little bit, you're still gonna make a death cross. Yes, Anthony, you did miss OMG. You did miss OMG to US dollar. What are you doing, man? Tony Donuts? But Mama said crypto had fundamentals. Yeah, okay. Fundamentals. Yeah, earnings per coin. Sure. Yeah, forward guidance. Yeah, man. Give me a break, man. You don't understand the fundamentals, man. Even though he doesn't even know what the word fundamentals actually means in finance. That's the funny thing. But I mined it at $4, man. I mined Litecoin at $4. I know everything. I know more than billionaires. Okay, man. George Soros is done for. He's under a lot of trouble with the U.S. government, transferring his funds to a nonprofit. Michael, we did it, man. It all started here. Did it not? Us memeing him into existence for crypto. Cheers, crypto farmer, man. And Patrick, keep sitting back and relaxing, man. And just keep listening and watching. Gonna read out what's on the list next, Tristan. We got NEO, BCH, GNT, and Steam. Next. Wait, we already did NEO. Sorry. I wrote NEO twice. Can't remember which one you asked for. Was it, I can't remember, man. Let's go to BCH real quick, knock these out. Okay. I'll try to get through all of them before I head out. Okay, it's only on. That's right, man. And it really just started as a... Interesting, man. Just kind of turned into a channel, but I still think the parameters are gonna be real, okay? That thing's gotten beat. This thing was like ICX. Actually, ICX was worse than this. You just had a death cross. Well, not really just had it. You had it on the 21st of May. So it honestly could be used, you could say it's a channel too. Of course, man, just getting scopes of vision. But see, like, look, man, it's the same top touch point, and then you just have it like this. Alright, so there you go, man. Making lower lows than your previous lows every time, lower highs than your previous highs. So this thing's in a downtrend until it's not. Areas of value, got one right here. It's previous candle body high closed. I think you hit one too, a very miniature swing high right back here. You can see that. That's what we hit. Hit in between those two areas of support. So we had bullish divergence. Yes, you did have that, but again, you made your move up, and that's all you got. Also headed down on the RSI before breaking the upside. Great. Pending price action reversal. Okay. So currently on the RSI, you're at 49, so right in neutral territory. Okay, so until we start making higher highs, higher lows, until we break this downward sloping resistance area, we're screwed. Okay, we're in a bear trend until we're not, all right? Nothing more to it. Literally, nothing more to it. The Limpo app? Nah, haven't. KWC, if you were talking about it, right? What's normally at Jamon, it's like, you know, you get like 170 people watching, you have like one person. And the guy's like constantly, he comes in and just talks crap every time. He's a very negative person. He's got probably a lot of issues in his life, a lot of lacking in fulfillment in his life. If you're lacking in fulfillment, you tend to lash out and be negative towards others who are trying to do good and help and preserve people's capital. Did I cover BCN yet in this session, Chase? Chase, is that you, Benito? Oh my God. I can put it on the list, man. I've been going 1 hour and 47 minutes though, Chase. Yeah, Tyler Wood, I actually just did ADA like 3 coins ago, so just rewind a little bit, man, and you'll get analyzed. Yeah, Gary, absolutely. Millennial traders quitting Wall Street with tons of crypto. Seems like professional traders are ate alive retail money. I don't get it. They're quitting Wall Street with tons of crypto? Do you mean they got cleaned out on the stock market and are coming to crypto to try to trade crypto? Is that what you're saying? I don't understand, Alan. Kind of worded weird. Mr. Morevsky says, want to say hi. Was working late today. Also missed another show. I see you're keeping up the good work. Take care. Hey, thank you, Mr. Morevsky. I'm glad you're showing your ongoing support, man. Really appreciate you, dude. The Noel Schiller. Thanks, One Man Army. Hey, Scott, we actually looked at XLM. It was the 4th altcoin of the stream that we looked at it. Yeah, there's Vesper Halls, the Jesus Man. Litecoin, it's man, it's outside of a critical resistance, wicking off of it, and it looks almost identical to Bitcoin, except the thing is with Litecoin, it actually broke out of a downward sloping channel, but it's not making higher highs. So that's a problem. So you can break out of a channel all day, but until you start making consistent higher highs, higher lows, you're still in a downtrend. So Litecoin's still in a downtrend officially, but it did make a nice move breaking outside of a downward sloping resistance area, which was a well-established channel that extended back to, I think, Valentine's Day. Just clarifying the comment about the greatest FOMO about triple money this year. Yeah, that was the only way you were gonna. You won't, I mean, you'd be getting extremely lucky doing something like that, but you'd be taking extremely high levels of risk to try to triple your money with $400. You know, I guess like it just depends your time frame. What's up, JR Riggs? The Marine Jesus Man's here. He made it, man. He freaking made it. Cheers, Chase. William's gonna need to quit his job just so he can watch live in the mornings. Okay, so there you go. Bitcoin Cash, well-established downward sloping channel. Downward sloping trend, whatever you want to call it, okay? Alright. Started out as a megaphone, a descending, broadening wedge, but then pretty much started just going down like this methodically. So the channel became the thing. But I still think this would be used as a support, and this would be used as a resistance, so whatever. Let's go to GNT. Gollum was looking wonderful, right? This one broke out, and I think it was starting to make higher highs, higher lows. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Cool, man. This thing's... There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Bullish consolidation. Finally seeing one of them do something. It's just like a little flag, man. Let's just do it from the bottom, I guess. There you go, man. Bull pull, bull flag. Setting up for higher prices. When you consolidate down like that, it can go on for a little bit longer. Look, probably haven't even retraced 38% yet. Okay, you retraced 38%. Right at it. Awesome, man. 38% retracements, common retracement before breaking the upside again. You could do that. You're actually safe now to say you could run up again if you wanted. But just know that this thing is reversing a trend. This is the way you reverse trends. You make higher highs than your previous candle body close highs, and then you make a contrasting consolidation from the trend, the new trend, right? You reset your RSIs. You got too high, too fast. You were at 81 on the RSI. Now you're sitting at 63. Bullish territory. Huge spike in positive momentum, the highest level of positive momentum we had seen since back on the 3rd of this month, 3rd of May. Okay, but we discussed swing high to swing low. We hit a 50% retracement and a 61.8% retracement. If someone was trading this, they'd be taking a little bit of profit. They would have at this point to preserve their capital. Okay. All right, awesome on Golem Coin. Hope you're still in here, whoever requested it. Hope you made money. It's true, Tony. Hey, Andrea Bolanos, man, thanks so much for being here. Glad you're part of the team, dude. Thanks for the sub, dude. Jeez, man, I don't know why I didn't. Sometimes it doesn't show up on our Streamlabs or whatever. I don't know, it's weird like that. JR wants Ant-Man. Is that for real? A-N-T? Millum says unemployment life great. Eat, TA, gym, sleep. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Hopefully you're learning something at least in the stream. All right. So there you go. Bull pull, bull flag. GNT, wonderful to see. Freaking wonderful. I wonder if we come down and test the 20 MA. That'd be pretty sweet. Wick off that, break to the upside. This thing could extend on, could continue on. You're about to have a golden cross, believe it or freaking not. GNT on the 4 hour, it just started. We just now have enough data for a 200 candle, 200 point moving average. Okay, so that is upon us. That is upon us. That's freaking awesome. Dude, this thing looks technically so sound, so primed to move up again. Wow. Let's go to Steam. I think that was for Tristan, maybe. He's still here. No one's asked about this one in a while. Well, you had a trend, right? You had the trend, and then you broke down. Okay, so when you break your trend, this is exactly what happens. That's why you draw trend lines, so you can see where we're going next if we break it. So in terms of pattern development, I don't know, it looks more like a bear pole bear flag or something. Doesn't look good at all technically. You could run all the way up here, test the 50 MA, the top of this flag, and you're still going to be bearish. This thing is in a well-established downtrend. All right. You broke critical levels of support coming down here. Look, you broke that. Actually, you kind of like fell below it, you got right back in it, and then you came down and validated that support again. So you're holding off here, but you still in fact made lower highs than your previous high, or excuse me, lower lows than your previous low. Wow. So you had a wonderful run, it ended, started a new downtrend until we broke out, and then look what happened when we broke out of this downtrend. We started marching upward for a while, right? So I don't know how we can draw any kind of channel right now. We don't have much of a swing, a new swing high before breaking down. So this thing could run up here, and then we break down after touching up here, this 50 MA, and then break down again, and then from there we can draw some sort of pivot point for our channel, our second plot point for that channel. But we don't really have anything right now that we can do. It's all arbitrary until then. Okay, so bear pole, bear flag setup could be disgusting breakdown again. Okay. You had slight bullish divergence. Great. Great. We know. All of them do after breakdowns like that. What's up, Arthur Beeswax in the house, man? Cool, Tristan. Well, there you go, man. It looks just like a bear pull, bear flag. It's bearish. It seems like we could break down even lower prices, even after running up to the 3412 spot or the 50 MA. Still bearish. Doing well, Mr. Beeswax. Doing well, man. What's up, SS or S Swartz 88? Logan's favorite person. Oh yeah, man. No, I think we post to Steam it or something. So I think it's weird. Crypto Analyst brought this point up a long time ago. It's weird that if you lose your password, you're gone. You're screwed. There's no password recovery at all. Imagine Google or your Apple account doing that, where if you lost your password, you were SOL, right? That's kind of weird. I wish Steam would change that. But other than that, yeah, it's a new platform. I like it. It's kind of original, kind of unique, but in a way it also has flaws for the user, I guess. Steam's closed loop, says Voltaire. Steam, thought you meant Steam. Well, I did mean Steam, but not that Steam. That Steam is awesome. Old Gabbin. So yeah, man. But we've been going. Oh, it's time for your local on the 8s. Let's go to Bitcoin. Okay, no changes here at all. Still rising wedge pattern on the 4-hour. Bearish divergence along with the bearish pattern. Uh-oh, that sucks. Two coinciding variables, putting them together is kind of scary. Again, we could break to the upside again and then break down, or we just come down here, test this, then break up, or just completely break down. If you're above the 50 and the 20, that's always good. But remember last time we had a rising wedge, we broke way above the 50, ran all the way up to the top trend line of the falling wedge pattern. All right. Old Gabbin, man. What about Bitcoin Cash? Canon, man. We actually looked at that like 3 coins ago. If you just want to rewind, man, we analyzed it for you, dude. Maybe better if they had it, or like every video you do with its own account. So if you lose the password, you only lose like 1 video. Interesting. J-Mon, interesting. Yeah, go check out our website, hypedoncrypto.com. We have a new article on Steam. So we just posted the link in the chat. If you want to learn more about it, of course. No problem, Cannon Man. No problem. The Cannon Men can. Alright, so there you go. Bitcoin above faster scale MAs, performing a rising wedge, a bearish continuation pattern with bearish divergence. So we could expect to see lower prices, but we might, of course, break to the higher prices first before breaking down. So don't think that it's just like, oh, we're going down now. We're saying the pattern is still in development, still working, okay? You don't think you really noticed the local on the 8 still this stream? Yeah, man, of course, it's the same chime, dude, Chase. My uncle, he was a commercial meteorologist for many, many years. He worked at the Weather Channel for a long time. So, I grew up Weather Channel, crazy stuff. Yeah, Millen, we have way more than articles on just Steam. We have them on all kinds of coins. Heck yeah, John Doe. Plenty of fluffy unicorn beanie babies. We did it, man. This one's gonna replace Bitcoin, man. No, all good, Scott Harris, man. You the Jesus, man. You're blind? Are you blind, Ray Charles? What's up? Hello, Joe. Glad you're here, man. A little late, though. A little late. It's I've been going 2 hours and 1 minute now. 1 minute now. Right? So, all 165 of you who are in here, I really do appreciate it. Y'all the Jesus peoples. And I don't know why my viewer count on I hate it, man. I think I'm just gonna get rid of it soon. It just, me having to constantly update the viewer count is so stupid. Okay, we've covered a lot of coins today. Let me count it up. Done 25 coin analysis today. Okay, 25. 1 whole minute. That's right, Lando. Gifto to the moon, says Voltaire. Yeah, if y'all enjoyed this live stream, I mean, you know, this 2-hour live stream, hit that like button, the bell, the sub. That only helps us grow. It truly does. And thank you for all the support, Millum and Scarrow, the Jesus peoples. Thanks so much, Zero, man. Princess Raleigh, did I do ZRX, CMT, or XLM? I did XLM very early in the stream. I didn't do ZRX. No one asked about it. So instead of just going to Ethereum, who cares? We look at it all the time. My God. ZRX, I don't know. We said, hey, you could maybe say we have a sim triangle. Makes sense. 2 reaction lows, 2 reaction highs. And just floating along, showing a lot of strength here. It's always good when you break to the upside, do this, you break down, you tested the MAs, all of them, just had a golden cross, believe it or not. We had a death cross right into a golden cross. That's cool, man. That's cool. So we'll see how this goes. Critical areas of resistance at 18,231. Break that, then you got to break this downward sloping resistance that will be used as resistance, okay? So just keep that in mind, that we do have price contraction going on. Could run up here, test that, and break down here, break to the upside, or break to the downside. A neutral pattern in itself. Alright, but still well within the upward sloping channel, just like EOS was saved. TRX is on the verge of breaking it. TRX is on the verge, oh my god. No kappas about it. But yeah, TRX is on the cusp of losing its trend. It could be screwed, but we just have to wait and see, right? Decent areas of value for Tronics, but again, I don't know about the mainnet stuff. Vesper Hall says, thanks for the quick TA on Litecoin. Hey man, someone appreciates what I do? What? On Litecoin? Thanks so much, Dan, man. Thank you, Francisco, man. Yeah, we'll do that, William, man. We'll look at it. So there you go, that's ZRX. Trend is intact still, but price contraction is real at the moment. Okay, after breaking out of a downward sloping channel. On news. Okay, the news didn't do much, really. Cusp coin, it's coming, Lando. It is freaking coming. You're the robot, you can make them. Elojo, yes you did. It was the 4th coin we analyzed after the big ones at the beginning of the show. Thanks, Scott Harris, man. Yeah, Mark, you know, when your 50 MA bearishly crosses over your 200, it's a death cross. So let me zoom in so you can see it. So you can see the pink line's 50, the red is the 200. You crossed over bearishly, but it's a lagging indicator. So you like had a huge spike up. And from there, you just turned it around. So the death cross then turned into a golden cross. And you're about to have your 20 MA bullishly cross over your 200. So you're about to have both of your faster scale MAs where they need to be if you want to maintain a bullish trend. Okay, so that's all I'm talking about. It was death, then to Jesus, man. Okay. So that's it, man. Crazy, weird stuff. Thanks, Chase, man. Okay, man. So there you go. There you freaking go. How does CMT fare? There you go, man. Okay, so we pretty much like legged up. You had that rising wedge pattern, the rising wedge, you actually made the measure move on the rising wedge when you broke to the upside, but ever since then you've completely broken down, which makes so much sense because my goodness, you even had bearish divergence when you formed this rising wedge. Would get, you know, made us think that, hey, we were gonna break down soon, like almost all the time it happens pretty much, and this time it just kept going, went nuts. Hit the 1618 Fibonacci retracement, you know, went a little bit higher. That's the Andromeda galaxy, man. That's the golden mean. It's all over the universe, the 1618 Fibonacci.
I made it. Can I add BCN and cash?
Hey, Wolves, man, thanks so much for the 500 bits. Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, there you go, CMT coin for Princess Riley. You know, you had a downtrend. You found when you broke that downtrend, look what happened afterwards. You started a new trend, an upward sloping trend. That trend went on until you legged up, until you got FOMO, formed a rising wedge, disregarded the wedge by breaking to the upside, made a measured move of that rising wedge, went too high too fast, and now you had a huge breakdown. That's okay though, you're still making, you're still testing support, but I'm telling you, after moves like this, a ton of selling, tons of selling, this thing could be done. This thing could just make a lower high and break down again. Lower high, break down again. That's how a lot of times these trends end, with huge moves down like that, huge candle bodies on huge volume, okay? Huge spikes in negative momentum. The highest level of negative momentum we have seen since the 5th of January. Okay, very telling, very big deal. This could signify the end of the move up. But you just have to keep your eye on it, okay? Testing that upward sloping trend line that once was the top of the rising wedge pattern. Normally those don't hold up very well. Chop around for a little bit and break down. That's CMT. BCN, Benito's coin. Let's go, man. But dude, alright, we have the arrow. This is where Benito said we broke out. He said we broke out. All in on BCN and you're bankrupt. Congratulations. So you had a huge drop down. So you tested some looking left horizontal line support right there and bounced off of it. So from there, you ran up, bullish consolidation. Nice to see, bullish consolidation, but look what you did, tweezer double top off the heart line of this old channel, as well as the 200 MA. It had a death cross on the 28th, just 3 days ago. But again, looked like a bull pull bull flag, maybe combination. Maybe we broke out, but maybe we could just say this is going on at this point. Okay, so look how you tested the 200 again and failed. You failed. So 3 times you failed breaking above that 200 MA. Well, so it goes. That's good though. It's always good. This is when you have a move up like that and you do this stuff, that's very, very healthy bullish consolidation, trying to set yourself up for higher prices. Okay, that's BCN. Wolves. Okay. Read and chat. That's right, Bradford. Immortalized in the HOC Hall of Scrubs. Add another one to the list today. There's only like 2. 2 out of everyone. It could, Chase. It could, man, because look left. What's the previous candle body high close? Looking left? Right here. What do we do? Not only do we wick off the 200, we wicked off previous highs. That's what you have to do. This area up here, this 103 sat area, would be also critical levels of resistance. Okay, but you have tons of it. And really where Benito scrubbed out is another area that you'd have to break, which is like 113 sats. So yeah, you have to get above the 96 area soon, but you've wicked off of it 3 times. So just keep your eye on it. Alright, but just know, disregarded this trend pretty easily, like very, very easily. Okay, so completely, all the gains completely gone. You see that? Back to normal, back to the mean. Okay, the news, it was fine until the news, and then the news made it go wacko, and now it's normalizing, going back to that mean. This trend line, or this channel, is the mean. This is the normal trend that you were in before crazy stuff. Okay. Freedom Rider, listening daily, thank you so much. I'm gonna make some cash, buddy. Tip jar, here I come. Thanks, Freedom Rider, man. Really appreciate that. Just because it's been months doesn't mean in cash is gonna pump, Unleash Wolves. That's not how trends work. Trends can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent, man. That's BCN. We was gonna be kings. Yes, we were. Kappa. Hey, in cash. Finding some support for sure. Look left. Support. Definitely finding support here. I like this. I do like it a lot. You're right at the critical areas of resistance. Could be making bearish divergence soon, though. We did have insane levels of bullish divergence. Look at this. Into almost bearish divergence. If you make a double top on price or a higher high on price soon, you'll make that bearish divergence no matter what, almost. Okay, so just keep your eye on it. I'm going to set an alert up. Oh my god. Not that many alerts. Okay, in cash. Keep your eye on it. Okay. Anytime, Chase. Anytime, man. Whew. Okay, so in cash, very well established downward sloping channel, but hey, now we're starting to bottom out maybe a little bit. It's possible. It is quite possible. Okay. But you could also say, in a way, it kind of looks like Bitcoin, right? Just not sure. See how it plays out, at least. Right? I wonder if it'll be respected. Okay. Keep your eye on it. Even if we break out, it could still get wrecked. Okay. Okay. It's in cash. INS for Freedom Rider. Thing did not... We had it like this, and it was fine, and then just broke down. Jeez, man. Jeez. Now, zooming out, you can see clearly we had a nice little trend, and yeah, that didn't work out at all, did it? An exhaustion flag? What? These normally end with moves to the upside. But we don't know when, though, because we did break that trend. Double bottomed, yes, definitely double bottomed. Doesn't mean the trend's over there. Could run all the way up here, test this, and break down. Okay, but you do have a double bottom, and you broke previous candle body high closes right here. That's where your double bottom was. It's established it, making a pivot point up here, making a high to break down to make the double bottom. Okay, you held off. Look, old level that was resistance, you broke above it, and you use it as support multiple times, above the 50, above the 20, above the heart line of the downward sloping channel that you're in, it seems like, okay? Alright, man. There you go. Downward sloping flag in a downtrend. A lot of times you can get seller exhaustion with patterns like this and eventually break out to the upside. That's our parameters. That's what we know. This is what we know. For now, anyway. So from this high to this high, we're technically making bearish divergence. Not on the RSI though. Only the MACD. Alright. That's it, man. That's it. Lower highs than your previous highs. A lot of adversity ahead of you, okay? It's INS. Alright guys, been going 2 hours and 17 minutes now. Alright, I'm in overtime, but I'm not going to be in overtime much longer because it's like, you know, close to 30 coins analyzed today, okay? And a very, very good day. So, Josh H., thank you so much for the contribution. Maru Bazu, William, One Man Army, John EGQ, Gary O'Connell, Sephiroth, thanks so much for the sub on Twitch. And Unleash Wolves, thank y'all so much for the contributions. Means everything. Couldn't do without you. So thanks so much for keeping everything positive, right? We try to be positive in here. We try to be realistic. Okay, so I will see y'all tonight. My God, man. Now this is Spafford, One Man Army. Spafford. What's up, Gina? Gina, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. You did Jesus Lady. Yeah, Wolf. Wolf of Worcestershire sauce. Finish it with you, for you, man. Still wicking off the 50 MA. Breaking outside of the downward sloping channel, though. But still, look at your 618 fib. You're still there. Alright. So the retracement. Cool Bonnie. 39,000. Thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. So we'll see how it goes. Right now, getting a little crazy, starting to break out of that downward sloping channel that extended all the way back to the 20th of this month. You're trying so hard to break it, but on your volume, it's just so weak, man. So weak. And I like it though. You're getting some price action for sure. Look at the up and down movement. You're getting. I mean, like, you know, a lot of times you don't. It just. You know, we'll sit there, but this thing's going up and down, a little bit of volatility at critical areas of resistance, okay? So we have an alert set up. If you get the beep, you'll know. I did ADA today. Thanks, Keebs, man. Glad you're here. Someone asked about a coin, and was Tron requested? Wolves, we actually did Tron. Yeah, we did ICN, didn't we, Freedom Rider? Alright, y'all. Well, appreciate everything. Once again, I'm very grateful for all of you. Couldn't do anything without you. So until tonight, stay hyped.
Come. Well, I